the M4 base model MacBook Pro is better than the M4 Pro MacBook Pro. You might be thinking, Jay, what are you talking about? How can the M4 base model be better than the M4 Pro? But in this video, I'm going to be discussing why this is a better MacBook than the M4 Pro. And so stay tuned to the end of the video, watch it till the end, and you will learn why it's better to go for the base model than the M4 Pro. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. Let's get into the video. So the M4 base model has now 16 gigabytes of RAM compared to last year, where the base model M3 MacBook Pro only had 8 gigabytes of RAM. So automatically, straight away, for the same price, you're actually getting double the unified memory. So you're getting 16 gigabytes of RAM in this. You're getting 24 gigabytes in this. So obviously, you probably will think, well, obviously this is a better option. But having said that, 16 gigabytes is probably more than enough for what you guys need. So for 98% of you, you're probably only using your MacBook for things like YouTube, media content consumption, admin work, using maybe Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, using Keynote, using Pages. You're probably only using basic applications. You're not probably using super, high level things. You're not doing video editing, you're not doing photo editing, which probably about 98% of you probably aren't doing. So for that reason, I think the M4 base model is actually more than enough and is actually a better option than the M4 Pro. Hear me out, guys. So you actually get 6 efficiency cores on the M4 base model, and you get only 4 efficiency cores on the M4 Pro. You also get obviously 8 performance cores on the M4 Pro base model, whereas on the M4 base model, you're getting 4 performance cores, so half the number of performance cores compared to the M4 Pro, and you're getting 6 efficiency cores. So you're getting less performance cores by quite a lot, but you're getting more efficiency cores. And those efficiency cores are going to give you extra battery life. So you're getting 24 hours on the M4 base model compared to 22 hours with the M4 Pro. So that's one big reason why the M4 base model is actually a better choice compared to the M4 Pro. You're getting 2 hours extra battery life, and that might not sound like a lot, but actually when you're in a pinch, when you're out and about, say if you take this on a trip or something like that, when you go out, then that is going to make quite a big difference. I find myself, I've been using these two extensively. Don't think that I haven't been using these devices. I've been using these over the last couple of weeks. I've been using these extensively in my daily life for video editing, browsing the web, YouTube, other things as well. And I find myself with the M4 Pro getting about, at the end of the day, about 15% less battery compared to the M4 base model. So right there, you're actually getting, if you don't use high-level applications, if you're not doing video editing, if you're not doing photo editing, if you're not doing crazy, web design, graphic design, things like that, then the M4 base model, you're actually going to get more battery life. And so that's one reason why I think it's better than the M4 Pro. Another reason why is the M4 chip is actually tried and proven. It's tested and proven, and has proven to be a really efficient and powerful and snappy and buttery smooth chip. I have it in my M4 iPad Pro here, and there's very few people who have complained about the M4 chip. It's such a good chip, it's really efficient, it's good on battery, and it's really snappy, and it will do everything you need it to do. So in my opinion, the M4 is actually a really good choice. And if you have to spec it out, say if you do some sort of content creation, still the M4 is actually a really good choice. You could actually spec this out, you could increase the RAM, and that would cost you about $200. You could increase your storage to about a terabyte, and then you could also, that would be another $200. So for £2,000 or $2,000, you could actually, which is the same price as the base model M4 Pro, you could actually get a model of the MacBook which is really well suited to content creation, because you're going to have that extra RAM, you're going to have, which you do get in this, don't get me wrong, you do get in this as standard, but you'd have the extra RAM and you'd have double the storage as this as well. And the M4 chip is really snappy, as I mentioned as well. and it does a really good job, and it's really efficient too. So you're getting that extra battery life, you're getting a snappy M4 chip in it. You're getting 16 gigabytes of RAM, which I think is more than enough for most of you guys out there. I don't think you guys actually need 24 gigabytes of RAM. And let's not talk about future proofing or anything like that, because with Apple Intelligence, we don't actually know what's going to happen in the future and how much you need. So Apple make these MacBooks, right? And Apple are in charge of their Apple Intelligence. So if they're putting 16 gigabytes of RAM in the base model for the MacBook Pro, and they're putting 16 gigabytes of RAM in the base models of the MacBook Airs now as well, then they are the best people to know how much RAM you need. So we can't really talk about what we need in 5 to 6 years, because in 5 to 6 years you might actually need, 36 gigabytes of RAM or even more than that. But all we can do now, I think the best option in this stage we are at with Apple Intelligence is just future-proof us for the next at least 3 to 4 years. And I think with the M4 base chip, I think that's going to be more than enough for most people. It's more affordable in price as well. Even if you pick these up on deals, you're probably going to pick this up for about $1,800, and you can pick this up for close to about $1,450 online if you pick it up on a good deal. So you're still picking this up at a really reasonable price. So the price is less on this compared to the M4 Pro base model, and you're actually getting a device which is going to be more than enough for you guys. I keep saying that again and again, but actually it's the truth. If you guys, like, I see people in the comments saying that I picked up a MacBook Pro for watching YouTube, and I'm not trying to be funny here, but actually if you're going to be just watching YouTube, you might as well do it on the base model. At least you're going to get 2 hours more battery life, right? So I'd say if you're not a content creator, if you're not video editing, if you're not doing anything high level with your MacBook, this is a better MacBook for you, because actually you're getting that extra battery life and you're paying less for it. So, and the M4 chip is tried and proven. Don't get me wrong, the M4 Pro, obviously it's a new chip. The M4 Pro and the M4 Max chips are brand new chips, and we're still, testing them out, and we're still kind of doing benchmarks and things like that, and we're using it in our daily lives and still learning more about it. But the M4 is tried and proven. As I mentioned earlier, we have it in the iPad Pro, and I've actually heard very few complaints about this device and about this chip. This chip is a really good chip. The M4, I can't, say enough praises about it, because it's a really efficient chip. I've been using it in my M4 iPad, and it handles everything really, really well. And it's super quick in doing things. So, to conclude things, the reason I'm saying that the base model M4 is better than the M4 Pro is that for most of you guys out there, the M4 base model is all you need. And it's giving you more battery life, and it's giving you everything you need compared to the M4 Pro. And I think 16 gigabytes of unified memory is more than enough. The way that this M4 chip performs in the M4 base model, it's really efficient, and it's super snappy and buttery. And honestly, I can't really tell too much difference between this and this, the M4 and the M4 Pro, other than export times for video editing. So if you're not doing video editing, the M4 base model is going to meet all of your needs. If you're a 9-to-5er and you're just using this for admin work and things like that, and web browsing and YouTube and Netflix, then this M4 base model is a better MacBook for you, in my opinion. If you are even dabbling in some 4K video editing, Apple even say on their website, this can effortlessly edit 4K video. So even if you're dabbling in 4K video editing and maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start making YouTube videos or things like that, then this is going to be more than enough. And if you want to up the specs as well, then you can do that with this too. And I think this is going to be a very well suited device to, again, as I mentioned earlier, 98% of you guys out there. So in my opinion, the M4 base model is a better option for you guys compared to the M4 Pro. If you need that extra, time saved with your export times, and as I mentioned, if you're doing some intense work with your MacBook Pro, then the M4 Pro or the Max. I probably wouldn't recommend the Max for most of you guys. I think the M4 Pro is a really, really good device. But obviously, if you're on that high level, which I'm not at, if you're on that high level where you're doing some crazy stuff with your MacBook Pro, then the M4 Max is probably a good idea. But I think for about 98% of the population, this is a really, really good option at a really good price, and I think you will be happy with it. And I think you can trust your MacBook really well. This is going to do everything you need it to do, so you shouldn't have any problems there. So guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you decide which MacBook you want to go for. I've really been going back and forth between these MacBooks for the last couple of weeks, but I think I'm going to stick with the M4 Pro, even though this does meet my needs. But I think in the future, it just helps me with the export times and just saves me a bit of time. So I think for me, I'm probably going to be choosing the M4 Pro over the M4 base model. But maybe you guys can suggest in the comments below. Should I go for should I stick with the M4 base model, or should I go for the M4 Pro? I think I'm going to go for the M4 Pro, as I mentioned, but the M4 base model is a really attractive proposition. So guys, thank you for watching the video. I really I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful as well, and I really appreciate you guys watching it until the end. Please drop it a like and a comment down in the comment section below. I want to start a discussion in the comments below. Is the M4 base model a better option, or is the M4 Pro a better option for you guys? And what do you suggest for me as well? You might as well leave that in the comments down below too. I'd really be interested to know what you guys think. I know you guys have a lot of opinions, and I appreciate your opinions as well. So thank you for watching the video, guys. See you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.